Yeah, as you can see, man, we got blue skies. We got that gray fall, winter type weather coming in. And, you know, today I was just getting done, getting a good workout in, right? And I said to myself, got a little parched. Make sure I talk right to y'all. You know, I thought to myself heavily during this workout, trying to get back into it. I've been falling behind. I've been letting that depression, bro, been letting it come at me. For real, man. It's got the best of me, I would have to say, over the last couple of, I'd say, weeks for sure. I mean, we're talking some pretty bad feelings, right? And it happens, man. I tell people all the time, don't be scared. Don't be scared of what's going on. Be scared that you feel like you can't beat it, right? It's early, it's in the morning, cool weather, gets a little down. You know, we ain't got that sunshine every day, right? It's about what you're doing in here, which made me think. When times are tough, we always talk about what the strongest feelings are, what the strongest feeling in the world is. And really today, man, I was in my feelings today. I'm not gonna lie. And I thought about how in reality, love is supposed to be the strongest feeling amongst all, right? The mother's love, the parents' love, love for your person, your partner, love for your child, love, right? Love creates wars, love finishes wars, love creates peace, love creates it all, right? And it really kind of came to my mind that I'm like, man, you know what? It's a good way to judge and a good way to know what is love truly, right? Like what is it? Do you actually feel it? So many times you're with somebody and you feel a rush of emotions and you instantly want to go to, I love them. I love them. Nah, man. That initial rush, that's you recognizing that that's somebody you could see yourself with and that you see yourself that you could love. Love is built. You might have love at first sight as in regard of like, you know that like you can feel it. And there are times where I may contradict myself because I believe that you do know your true love. I 100% believe that you will, right? But you also have to remember it's not just about the other person. It's about you yourself. It's about loving yourself and what you've done in life and where you're going to go, how you're going to get there, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling good, right? When you're feeling depressed, let's be real, man, you're going to feel like you ain't got no love, man. So you search for it and everywhere else. You search for it in apps, you search for it in smashing out some chick, some dude, whatever. You smashing them out, man. You looking for it. And then you're going to tell yourself, well, it's just a phase. I just was looking for love. I'm telling you right now, man, there's 1,000 books. There's people, if your ass wants to live on social media, there's social media that tells you that's not the way to find love. Sticking your dick in something or getting smashed by some dude is not the way to find love. It's just not the way, man. That's not going to get you there. If you smashing a girl out and the first time you meet her, you're not going to find love in that. Because you know inside it's going to open up a feeling for you. You're going to feel inadequate in some fashion subconsciously because you're going to say, well, if I can do that with her, why can't I do it with these others? Or if she's letting me, who else? And you start just tearing down yourself and your partner when it's not even always their fault, man. Love is the strongest feeling. Love is the strongest emotion. So when you don't feel that shit inside, if you don't love yourself, if you don't pick yourself up, you don't have the strongest feeling towards yourself, how the hell you think you're going to do something for somebody else, man? How the hell you think you're going to make it out of the worst places, the worst depths? Because at the end of the day, you got to have a goal or something. That's how the brain works for you to get to. Because when you're at rock bottom, you have nothing else. You're at the bottom and you think, I'm done. Done. Whatever your done is, I don't know. I know I've been there. I know what my done has looked like, have felt like, have thought about. And I'm thankful that I had a goal and I had something to look forward to. And with love, you got to think about it. That's through thick and thin. True love is through thick and thin. And I mean that in every way of it. I don't care how you look through it. Parent, your child, your partner, everything. It doesn't matter, man. True love, and I mean love. And remember, you can love somebody and them not be your partner, right? But I'm talking the true love that works on both sides. Yourself If you don't have love for yourself, how are you going to get out, right? How are you going to get out? You can't. You're just dogging yourself out every day, man. Everything you do is a destructive portion of your life. It's how you destruct yourself because you have no self-love. If you have no self-love, the demons below you that are taking a hold of you and all the skeletons, they're going to drag you down because they know, well, he doesn't love himself and he feels like nobody else loves him and he doesn't have a good enough goal for a love of somebody else. So we'll just tear him down. And we'll keep you down there because you have all those negative emotions that can compile on, man. You just get a weight on top of you that just destructs your life. And when you look at love, you can look at other people, man. Look at other people. Look at how they act around you. If people tell you they love you and they're not in your life through thick and thin, and I mean through thick and thin, because remember what I said, love for yourself, love for a goal, like a goal creates love or there's some type of situation there. I mean, that's a little more in depth there. Is if they saw the future or they believed in the future, they would be there through thick and thin, right? Your parents love you. They love you because they believe what you can be. Even when you're the most destructive person, they love you. They don't want to give up on you. They might feel disappointed, but they still love you, man. They love you. The ones that love you, okay? They love you. You could do the worst of the worst, and they're still going to fight for you. They're still going to say how you're better. They're still going to say how you can become more because they see the goal. The goal in their mind is for you to be the best in what you can be and what you're meant to do. They don't have an idea what it is, but they just know that you're meant for more than you're at right now, right? So when you look at yourself and you thinking, man, I don't know, man, I'm kind of whatever. I'm washed. I'm calling it a day. I'm feeling like shit. I don't love myself. I don't love this. I don't love that. I'm this and that. Blah 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 blah. You're just gonna keep tearing your shit down, and you're gonna keep going on that road. And when you think somebody else loves you and they peace out, you say to yourself, well, I'm unlovable. You're not unlovable. Let me tell you something. You're not unlovable. That person just didn't love you. If they loved you, they would never give up on you. And I mean that from my heart when I say this. If you love them, you don't give up on them. You can walk away and you can still love them from afar, but you don't give up on the feeling of it. You don't give up on them, okay? That's what I mean. If somebody's draining you out because they're on drugs, they do whatever, you can still love them and still have their back. You just have their back from afar, right? You're not letting it pull from your force, but you're still going to assist them in some way. Just not enough that it pulls out your own life force. That's where I think people get confused, right? But if you love somebody, and I mean truly love them, man, you got their back. Because if you love them, you see the future with that. You see the future. You have a belief of what they can become and what they will become. If you love them wholeheartedly, you will see them to that. You will. And that includes yourself. Man, if you hate yourself, how do you think you're going to get that goal? Man, that goal that you're going to go for, it might tear you down something fierce, man. And I'm not talking about you want to get a good grade in school, bro. I'm talking about you want to create a life for yourself. You want to create something that is makes you have a passion, that makes you have longevity for yourself, right? If you want a family, if you want a job, right? You might have to train for that job. Like in medicine, I had to train for it. Now, I was already making good money. I didn't have to go into that, but it's what I wanted to do. I had a love for it. I had a passion. I knew what I wanted to be in life. So I did whatever I had to do it, man. Super poor, gave up everything, living at home again, having no money, walking to school every day for 2 years. For that portion, I still had another 5 years plus outside of that. But I knew that first 2 years was the initial. I had to have a love for what I was doing and a love for a goal, a passion, because I had to understand that I may not love myself the greatest, but I had faith in myself to create that in the future, I was going to love myself and I was going to love what I do and I was going to love people around me. You have to have that goal. And man, this may sound like, I don't know, nothing. It may sound like it makes no sense, and that's all right. But see, I'm just telling you what's up here, and I'm telling you what I've seen in life and what I've experienced and what I go through every day. Because when the days and the weeks and the months that I feel down, depressed, feel like shit, hate myself, hate everything else, hate everything going on around me, I'm still going to sit here and tell you, man, you can still do it. You can still work harder. You can still get farther. You can still do everything that you believe in. Everyone around you may look like they don't believe in you, and they may not. But you believe in yourself because the love of what you're going for. I don't care if it's because you want a family. You believing in the love that you can achieve from producing a child. That's okay. That's all right to have that, because that's your goal. That's what you believe that you're going to love, and that's what you're going to have. And that goal will help you fight through the depths of anything. If it's just the fact that you just want to do better for yourself, that you just want to be a better person, you want to stop living horribly, badly, dealing drugs, doing drugs, going to jail, fights. Maybe you committed crimes. Maybe you're just a bad person. I don't know. But understand something. You're not a bad person in life. You're a bad person in the moment of your decisions. But in reality, you're just a lost person. Love can be the guiding light that you need to find when you're lost. And unfortunately, you're not going to find that love in this short-term ass shit like everybody does. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find it for working out for 3 days. You're not going to find it for talking to somebody for 3 days and having sex and thinking like, that's my chick. That's not your chick, man. And you're not even her dude, because you giving it up the same. That's not love, man. You're going to build that shit. You wonder why you feel unlovable is because you're cycling yourself through all these people. You feel unlovable because you're not letting yourself be loved by somebody. You think that the next thing is going to love you when the fucking thing is right in front of you. When it's right in front of you. So you fucked up your whole life because you're looking for this long-ass thing that isn't there. These fucking things ain't there, man. The long-term thing that you're looking for is right in front of you that you've been pissing around with. So you keep adding 75 short-term things in life. And I mean short-term goals, short-term things. Oh, if I don't do this for 3 months, it didn't work. I'm going to do this for 3 months and it didn't work. No shit, it didn't work. Because you're compiling these short-term things to try to create a long-term fucking result. Shit ain't going to occur, man. It's not going to occur. So when you're feeling down and you're feeling rough, you know that there's certain things you're going to do to build yourself up. And if you have to search for a love that you had and that you want to gain in the future, you got to leave the idea of what it was before and understand that it's what you're shooting for, but you're not looking for it in everything. You're fighting for your own self to feel at peace, to find the love that you're looking for. That's why love is the strongest thing, because no matter how bad or how down or whatever is going on, no matter the depths, the darkest, the end of life, you will still say, man, I love that, man. I love that. I miss love. I yearn for love. That's why it's the strongest emotion. That's why it's the strongest feeling. That's why it's something that can get you through everything. You might hate working out, but you love the result. So you go through pain every day, working out, hating it, because you love the result. So why don't you put that in the same thing of every other part of your life? And you can. So basically, keep pushing, keep working. That's all we can do, man. At the end of the day, that's all we can do. And it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter what I tell you. No matter what you see online, what you read, what you look up. It's up to you. So, man, no matter what, no matter how down, no matter how low you feel, keep steady pressure and get to that next level.